Hi folks. So we were looking for the Colossus, the unfinished statue, right? And we were having some trouble finding it. Wait a minute. Where are we now? Here? I'm not sure we're at the right place here. But I'm never sure about that anyway. Let's see. Whoa. Out of control. Yeah, the problem is that I cannot unveil the map here. That would help a little bit. Heroic mission. Ah, nice. Alright. So there's no pass here, and I don't think there's... Yeah, there might be a small tunnel connection there, but we should go through here? Weird. Or here. Oh, let's go a little back here. I hope... Exactly. Exactly, Campbell. Is that like heroic territory? I remember this tree. Initiate pass. No, this doesn't help us. Should be this pass, but I think I've been there. Is this initiate? No, I need to stop to see this. So we're back all the way here. Well, those will discover me if I'm... Yes. Ja, ja, ja! Isquis. I love how they talk. Rock thrower. Oh, we can cross here. That's neat. Greenhorn. This is heroic territory. Pretty sure about that. Those Mandalorians. Mandalorians are cool, right? Savage Wildcat. Splish Splash. Yeah, we could have used the glider, but now we have unveiled the territory, so that's good for something. Should be around here somewhere. No, we need to go through this gate? Or do we? You can harvest those with the right skill. Riverfall Wilds. Is this a dead end? Mr. Bonebreaker, what's your opinion on this matter? You're dead, I know. Hard to answer in this state. Yeah, it's all like cordoned off and slothful. I like that. I'm not killing you. Sloth is good. The hell? Bonebreaker. Bone shaker. I like all the colors that my lightsaber has now. Applause! And down you go. I forgot the late loot. Just when you're about to go, then it pops up. So you have to take a few steps back. Skin flare, that sounds like fun activity. Must be here. Damn it. Must be this pass. Where's the Colossus? That colossal thing. Think I've been? No. This looks right. Neat. Good to be back. I love my evil storylines here. Lord Drow.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle.
The veins.
Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
You enjoy your job, don't you?
Dominating lesser beings and squashing their will to resist? Of course I enjoy it. I think you will too. Situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
You make it sound so sexy, killing slaves and all that. His face looks almost like a skull already, with all those dark holes. Dark shade around his eyes. Even here, on the nose. Veins, veins. To kill slaves, you mean?
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to thin the slave population.
Slave deaths will be a byproduct of my plan, but not the focus. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
Sounds like a worthy cause.
Yes. Cowing the masses is a complex art. It requires a great deal of fine-tuning. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slaves' water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
I'll always aid in the advancement of the killing sciences.
I suspected as much. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Yes, my lord. It will be my pleasure. Ah, we're so lovely evil.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
What exactly is the problem again?
It's a matter of efficiency. There's no good reason why our mission here must be prolonged. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You just want to save them. Be honest.
If you let others block your progress, you deserve to fail.
Why do you think we're having this discussion? Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the Empire.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well.
Yes.
Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration system. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
To the dark side. Okay, stuff here, stuff there, stuff everywhere. Oh, look, it's a slave! Oh, 30 of them. Oh, listen. The poor lads, they just want to survive and live in peace. And now we're even poisoning them. Drink some of that precious water. Tastes good, doesn't it? Away with these evil water tanks. Man, again, I gotta rant a bit. They could have done so much with this. The lovely evil plots they could have made for them in the new Star Wars movies. Such a shame. Wasted potential. Drop? Loot? Yeah, of course. A late dropper. Oh, even here. I already ran away. Give me those credits. Only a few bucks anyway. You must die! Obey the Emperor! This is a real cool storyline. Just remembered something that I won't tell you. But you probably already know. If not, it will be a surprise. Yeah. If they would have made this storyline into a movie or one of the others, well, maybe not all of them, but some, I'd really watch that movie. Would be a really cool movie. Are we on the right track? We can do this. We can finish this on the way back. Yeah, I think we need to kill everybody here. Everyone must be punished. Give me your lovely credits. Poison this, destroy that. Injecting delicious quell toxin. You must die! Okay, now it's time for the swing! For the big swing. Yep. Lacerate, that's what I mean. They also have all those skills all have fun name. Recklessness. So much fun. Electrocute. Just reading them makes it sound cool. I wish the skills were a bit more flexible in a way. Oh, friends. Green guys. Medical droid.
Use all products only as intended.
Sell that crap. Is that better than what we have? Blue bit. Oh, it's saber staff. I don't want that. I need my fleshy, shiny lightsaber. You're shy.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
You've been observing them. Give me your best guess.
I don't really know. Who can fathom the mind of a slave? We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I'll see what I can do. But I remember what it was like, being one of them.
Ah, yes. Yes, my lord, of course. Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
That's cool, right? You have some options that are not super evil, but you still have, well, you can, like I said, you can play like a renegade, like a rebel sis in a way, be good. But it's also, you can only sometimes use it, like for specific topics, like this one, which connects to her history. That makes it so much more intriguing and much more reasonable, understandable. That's how you build a good bad character, if you will. Like I already said in another video about the God of War, the main villain there. I forgot his name now, but that's a good evil character. He's not super evil, and a certain percentage he acts reasonable. He has a good motivation besides just being evil. He has a backstory, and it all makes sense. It all fits together. You can see how one could develop into such a character because he was broken in his life before, and that seemed like the only good way out, you know. So I like that. I think that's what makes a good character. Heroic mission, I don't want that. And that's what, yeah, you didn't have that with Anakin, right? He was a bit like, oh yeah, my mama, and oh, pardon me, and I don't know. He was like sad all the time and complaining, and he didn't know what to do with himself. That was more annoying than anything. That was not the Darth Vader that I know and like. I preferred the many people don't like that short scene in that spin-off without any famous characters. Forgot the name of that as well. Old Scatterbrain. Well, what can you do? But yeah, there was like that short scene with Darth Vader where he just slaughtered everybody. Some thought it was over the top, but I liked it. It had, at least he was like, I don't know, yeah, more his true self than Anakin. I couldn't see the old Darth Vader in Anakin. There was, like, the old Darth Vader was almost purely evil, but I mean, I get it. There was a progress in that direction, and it is hard to show that, I guess, but still, I would have preferred it if he had like a better motivation and a good reason, instead of just being evil for evil's sake and to progress the story, you know. Plus they kinda contradicted some of the original backstory, right? Yeah. So I didn't like that. Wow, that's a star guy. Rebel slave coordinator. More mission thingies. Archaeological plans. Put the rebels to rest. I like this feature here as well. Hello?
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
Hope there's not too much blood on them.
Oh, no. I've read much, much worse. Now, let me see. Ah, yes. How clever. There's a chamber hidden under the Colossus itself. I bet my complete collection of Naga Sado's Yavin 4 writings that you'll find what we're looking for in this chamber.
As you say.
There should be a hidden entrance near the Colossus. It looks like Scotia has an entire underground base. You're looking for a tablet. The tablet is the symbol of leadership of an obscure Trandoshan cult. The lizards believe it was a gift from their deity, the Scorekeeper. Scotia stole the tablet and uses it to exert control over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Give them their relic, and Scotia's power over his bodyguards will turn to vapor.
We'll leave Scotia undefended.
Exactly. You have a sharp mind, apprentice. The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this base. I don't doubt they hold the keys to acquiring the Trandoshan tablet. Best kill them all to be sure.
Nubis just nas Juns. Now mi pan pasta no tods Juns.
Tasty, tasty, sis. Alright. So we got that out of the way. Where do we need to go? Oh, there. At the foot of the Colossus. Look at that thing. You all belong to me. Woo. Is it up here? Yeah, sorta. Ooh, ah. Trandoshans look cool. I like this style. Always loved them already. I already loved them as a kid. Nothing beats Boba Fett though. That's why I like the third part of the old ones the most. Yeah, most people don't, but I do. It is a bit lengthy at times, and some hate the Ewoks and whatnot. But the part I like most is the whole Jabba scene. It's just so great. It makes the movie better than it. I don't know. I don't care for the rest much, just because all the Jabba scenes are so cool. Everything about it. Tatooine and the whole deal, the whole thing. So Disney said they wanted to like make a Star Wars movie per annum, per year. That's quite a lot. I don't know if they've kept that promise, kept up with that. I haven't even seen the Han Solo movie yet. Guess normally I said I wanted to watch. I will watch every single movie that plays in the Star Wars universe. But I don't know. Recently, I kind of got less motivated to do that. I'm not a super hater of the last one, The Last Jedi, and I did like 7. Is it 7? Oh man, that's so confusing with all these prequels, sequels and whatnot. The one before The Last Jedi. I liked it, even though it was a repetition of the old ones, basically. Okay, disabled. Yeah, I'm not sure if Disney really wants to go that and explore that dark path, the dark side of the Force. I would find a movie about this super interesting. A movie that explores the Sith lore more, because nowadays it's just, well, they haven't really put much effort in evolving all those aspects.
Sight is like.
Complicated, broken characters and all that. It can still be compelling. There can still be like an inner struggle, even if the main character is a Sith, you know. They're kind of doing that with Kylo Ren, but he's a bit overloaded because he's the son of Han and Leia. That's a bit too much. I mean, I get they wanted to like insert a cool reference for the Star Wars fans, but you know, the thing that made Star Wars cool is not the character. I mean, it is the characters that played in the first trilogy. It's not Tatooine. It is more the idea behind that, behind all those planets, and that is experiencing something alien and new and fresh, and a lot of new races. It's a bit, Star Wars was always like you get flooded with new species, new sights and all that. And if you just repeat the old ones, that's not really, in my opinion, what fans want to see. At least it's not what I want to see. I want to have that feeling brought back that I had back then. Not necessarily see all the old stuff again. Because you gotta think about it this way. At that time in the 80s, it was a new thing. It was completely fresh. It was, well, science fiction was really having a boost in the movie theaters, and it was interesting. It wasn't like a discovery that they stumbled by accident upon the right characters. No, they made them that. They made them interesting. They didn't start out as that. And I've heard the opinion that Star Wars is just overrated from some of the old school Star Wars guys, in a sense that we experienced that, my generation did, as a child, and that's why we're reading too much into it, nostalgia and all that. But I think there was something there. It had the right tone, and it combined a lot of things. There was much variety in there. Of course it wasn't perfect, no doubt about it, and there were plot holes and logic things. Some of them they tried to fix in the newer sequels and prequels, right? How they destroy the Death Star and everything, why it can be so easily destroyed, like if you fly to the center of it and whatnot. But that's not the point. The point is the experience. It is not about Darth Vader. It is about the feeling of intimidation, the aura of fear that he spreads when he enters a room. Like, you know, there's something going on. He's not showing all his cards. He's not showing all he has. He's a guy that has to be feared, even if you don't know why yet. So there's a tension there, because you're thinking, how will this develop? Can we expect from him? And that's totally missing in many of the newer movies. sadly. Okay, I admit I'm an old fart, so... Well, I'm 40. A little older. 41. And so I get to complain, I guess. I can start complaining now. I have reached the age where it's okay to complain. No, but seriously, I think storytelling is not just repeating the same thing. It's more about evoking the same feelings. That's more important. And the feelings were new and fresh and, I don't know, impressive, massive in a way. I'm still hoping, even if I haven't seen Han Solo, I'm still waiting for that in the Star Wars movies that are about to come. I mean, you can do all those neat tricks, those things like choking someone just by putting your fingers, two fingers together is super cool. But it is a tool, it is not in itself cool. It is cool if you use it in the right manner and way. Same with the lightsaber fights. Even combat, there's a it's not only choreography, or what that damn word, twisting a knot in my tongue. You know what I want to say, right? It's not just a dance of fighting with swords. It's also there has to be some investment. You have to feel for the characters like this, right? This matters only if you have established a reason for the audience to care about it. It's not in itself cool. So it has to come from the right character at the right time. Like, if you're thinking about what would I do in a in such and such situations, like would I give in to the dark side? Would I obey just to stay alive? Such questions. If you can evoke that in the audience, I think you're on a good path. Not just, ooh, yeah, action scene after action scene, you get bombarded with twirling lightsabers and impressive fight choreography and, you know. That can get old fast. That gets boring quickly. And you also get the impression that the characters are basically unbeatable. They cannot get hurt, and yeah, you get that pro forma shot at the arm, that tiny wound that doesn't really bother them. I mean, the first trilogy had that as well, but there was still enough in there that you could identify with, basically. And that's also the cool thing about about Star Wars. Even the characters were plentiful. If you didn't identify with the main hero, was like the little young guy from the farm, then you could feel like you could identify with Han Solo or Leia, or who knows, so many to choose from, and that's also what makes Star Wars so great. You have so many choices, right? But yeah, that's what was missing also in the prequels, I guess. You did have a lot of choices, but what were your choices? Jar Jar Binks, Anakin, Padme, Obi-Wan. The only guy I could identify with is Palpatine, to be honest. No, they were so boring. They did their stuff and meh. It was also meh. It was not super shit, but it was a huge disappointment because it was Star Wars. And yeah, I just saw a video on YouTube that Jar Jar Binks, the guy, was like super depressed because he put so much effort into his character. and he contemplated suicide back then, 20 years ago or so, whatever. Man, that's depressing in itself. I never even knew the actor, I never even thought about it, but sorry, Jar Binks is just annoying. What can I say, man? Doesn't mean you have to end your life about it. Really not. It's just one thing that you did, and some people liked it. Many people didn't. But hey, no reason to get super depressed about it. I mean, I get why, but still. He identified too much with his role there. So it's not like the actors didn't give their all. And I'm sure even Anakin, the little guy, also got bullied a lot. The child actor, I don't know, Macaulay Culkin is on YouTube recently quite a bit on different channels like Angry Video Game Nerd and Red Letter Media. I like those channels, by the way. Who doesn't, though? Yeah, but he also had a rough patch back then, right? Those child actors always suffer. So I'm not mad about that, about the actors, not at all. But the story is just lacking. I'm not even mad about Spielberg, because he really tried, and for a long time he didn't want to do it because he probably saw it coming. He knew that he couldn't repeat the success, and he did what he could. So what can I say? It's just a sad affair in general. I know there's also the thing that like old people like to complain a lot, so some people can never be satisfied. But I still think it could have been a little better. I know it's rough. Like Indiana Jones, say the last part there. Well, and they tried to introduce a younger Indy, and I don't know, so many of those fail, right? There are not many good ones. Like when they try to re-energize an old series. But I think it can be done with Star Wars. There's so much potential in there. Wait a minute. Return to Lord Zash. Okay, we can go. But you can also take all the old characters that are still alive, like Luke. Luke is super cool. He looked so rad in his outfit there on the island. But what he said and did was just dumb from time to time. It was like he's drinking from the, I don't know what it was, like dinosaur milk. What you doing, man? You're the hero of the galaxy. Don't be like that. And then he said, well, I don't want to help you, but maybe I want to. It was like, it was just a clusterfuck. It was just a mess. And it still was okay. The visuals were okay. But man, just present a decent story that goes from A to B for each character arc, and you'll be fine. No, wait a minute, there was something blue in there. No influence gain. Well, let's get rid of that. Yeah, drink that up. Have fun with it. I don't like it. Okay, fuck you too. Yeah. What's this, by the way? Guard? Oh, that's just a tank thing. And I know the people want to see all the stuff that they liked as a kid, like Boba Fett, and they're making a spin-off of that, right? Right now, I think. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Was there a good series that they rebooted or revitalized, re-energized, like one of the 80s things? Have to think quite a bit about it, so probably not. No, probably there are, like Mad Max, I think. I haven't seen the new one, but it's supposed to be good, maybe even better than the old one. I don't know. I think it can be done, but there are a few more traps in there than if you would just make a new film. Slave workers. Okay. Need to kill more of those. No, they're wrong. These are the big guys. We need the smaller ones, say. Or do we? Yeah, we do. Search slave cultists for clues. Oh, so we have to kill some of the guys here. Where's the... There. This guy I was looking for. We can do it, come on. Electrocute. They're barely injured. Can't well neither. We're amazing. So I have to kill more of them until I find something. Alright. Ah, yeah, I gotta replay the offline games as well. They're so cool. Cool Twilight characters, and man, you could do so much with that. With Star Wars, the whole universe.
It's like
Oh, here, just take Cam Val, for example. That's a cool, fresh new idea. That would be super cool for kids nowadays. They would say, wow, that's cool. A buddy that's coming with me all the time and wants to eat everybody. What could be more awesome than that? The worst thing about the prequels, besides Jar Jar Binks, is for me probably the twirling, jumping Yoda. They took all decency away from him. That was embarrassing to watch. No, Yoda is a wise, slow-moving guy. Yeah, he can do more than you think, but like with his mind and stuff, not with his body, man. Yeah, plus he was also like a sassy guy always. He like made fun of Luke and whatnot, fooled him when he was looking for a wise master, and he found that strange little green creature. See, this is what I mean. That's not cool because Yoda is Yoda. The first thing that you see is just that little goblin dwarf creature that you don't know what he's all about, and later you discover, wow, he's one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And that's what you need in Star Wars. So they kind of did that a bit in the sequels with the connection between what's her name? What's her face? I want to say Leia, but that's not right. Kylo Ren and, well, the female. The female lead. God damn, I don't know her name anymore. Yeah, but I like her. The Mary Sue, like many people see her as some people say that she's a Mary Sue, but I like her. So that is interesting. What's going on there? It could turn out to be boring, but maybe not. Maybe there's something new going on there. Yeah, I would like more of that, you know, more things that you don't expect, where you think, I mean, I get it. Like I said, I also watched Red Letter Media. Subverting our expectation, yeah, I get it. Totally, and it's super true. That's if that's all you do, then that's also a problem. But I'm more about like recreating the same feelings that you had back then as a kid. Not recreating the same scenery, the same characters, and the same whatever. You can build them in, sure, but you shouldn't take it as an excuse. Like, oh yeah, you wanted to see Han Solo and we want to make money. Here, there you go. Shut up now. Satisfied? You got your Han Solo. What else do you want? Why are you still complaining? Fuck you. Well, that's not the right approach to this. You know. Also, in the end, I guess what's missing there is a little heart. Like, that's the impression that I get all the time from all those movies. I can only see dollar signs in the eyes of the people that are involved. I mean, sure, the actors, of course, they have a ton of respect for the whole franchise, and no doubt about that. But the guys in charge of the story and all that, they're under enormous pressure, and I think they cannot satisfy all the needs and wants of all Star Wars fans, because the community is so huge, so big. I think it's impossible. But in the end, what do they really want? All they really want is a good story. I mean, it's easier said than done. I get it, but oh, we finally found it. Okay, activate the beacon at the cult's meetings point. There. Or is it there? Here.
You're not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
Start talking, but move wrong, and I kill you.
You want explanations? I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
I was a slave myself, before I became Sith.
Yes, mighty one. Then you do understand. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
Your feet are disappearing in the ground.
By all means, continue.
We are hateful. We are powerful. We are free. In this way, we are already Sith. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow, and there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
I wish you well.
Farewell for now. We return to the shadows.
Ooh. The Force is a dickish thing, you know. I mean, imagine if it was like this. It is a big divider. Because it is like so random, by chance. It is like back then, back in the days, the monarchy. You just inherit something and you have done nothing for it to gain it or lose it. I mean, lose it maybe. But I don't know. There's a thing called envy, and a lot of people would go around and say, "Well, why did she or he deserve to be Force sensitive, right? What have I done to not deserve this? What did she do right? What does she have what I don't have?" And so on. And yeah, of course you need to train your powers and all that, but in the end it is a random thing, or maybe fate. But still, you kind of feel, I think you would feel like a bit weird, even if you were on the other side, even if you were one of the few lucky ones who was actually Force sensitive. Still, it would be weird because you would have to hide it, and yeah. Like I said, the Force is kinda evil by selecting certain people, and it's also like neutral in the end because it's striving for a balance. It's not creating a good universe. It's trying to keep a balance between evil and good. Yeah. So it's by definition not good. Okay. Let's sell some stuff
Please
here.
use all products only as intended.
No. Oh, moderate influence game. Lightsaber hilt, okay. What's this? Warship crap. Awesome. Be well. Here, my love. This is for you. Done. Are you puking? Or are you looking down?
It's good to see you back.
Shy guy.
I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
The killers will now serve the Empire. I have their oath of allegiance here.
What do you mean? Let me see that datapad. This is madness. They're serious. Slaves who think they can become Sith.
A slave can become Sith. Never forget that.
Yes, as you say.
Yes.
I'll inform Command. I'm not actually authorized to speak with Sith Lords on the blockade. But I'll make sure they know too. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
We will. In your dreams. What's useful for me? Endurance, power, shield, alacrity rating? I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to stick into my ear. Mastery. Endurance, so I guess we're taking more power. More power to the people! Give me that. Let me see how beautiful it looks. Perfect. Fits right in. Okay. Okay, we're done here, right? But there's no transport here. Volcola! Oh yeah, we need to finish that mission. So that why it also was interesting when I'm not sure, they probably didn't introduce it themselves in the offline games. KOTOR probably was in one of the books or comics or whatever sources there are. But the concept of the Grey Jedi is also interesting. There's so much to explore that they could use to make things, well, interesting. Okay, we need to go on the other side now. Oh, it's up there. I'm sorry, but you need to die! All of you! Oh, ooh, ah! Sand here. I mean, what they kind of did, they introduced some new cool races and creatures. Yeah, they did that. But it was drowned in a sea of action, of useless, boring fights that had no stakes. Oh, you're a collaborator. You're dead now. Doesn't matter what you are. How many more of these? Oh, we're done with the slave station. We just need to destroy the water filters. Give me that. Oh, there's a platform there. Didn't even notice. Bam. I mean, what cool science fiction movies have come out? Yeah, I've seen a few lately. God, if I could only remember the name of that one movie. Of the newer ones, there were like some that were more abstract, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have the face huggers and aliens bursting out of your chest and all that, but that was still creepy and interesting. But they were like more quiet and slow moving movies. Yeah, like more deciphering shit and whatnot, you know. That's maybe also a little bit more realistic for if you would have alien contact. The first problem would be surrounding communication if it was a sentient being, right? So they explored that a lot. I also like Cloverfield. Don't hate me, please. But I do. Everything surrounding Cloverfield I like. Well, not everything. I didn't like the ads and the stunts they pulled with all that social media and whatnot. That's a bit too much, a bit over the top. But the movies themselves I liked. The one where he's hiding in the bunker, like the Survivalist. And the original one, which is basically a Godzilla remake. I like that one a lot. That's some fresh new stuff. Even if you don't like the movie. Like handheld cameras, okay, you have Blair Witch Project and some movies that were there before, but still, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, we need to go here. Return to Lord Drow and to Lord Vash. Group Finder, that's just a tutorial thing.
You delivered the exact results.
Yes,
I
my
hoped
lord.
for. Quell is like an imbibed torture device infesting those rebel slaves. It's exhilarating to see the effects
Sweet,
on the
sweet
survivors who
pain.
can only stand by and watch helplessly.
I'm happy to see you're so pleased.
Quell toxin will be a great asset to the Empire. Uprisings will end painfully and decisively. You've earned your reward, my friend. Now go. I have horror and despair to observe and chronicle.
Yes, we are all friends here. Requisition Relic of Reactive Warning. Wow, that's a complicated name. Blah, 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 blah. Mastery, defense. Endurance, power. Okay, one of those then. Healing an ally or performing damaging attack. 30% chance to grant power. Mastery stat. Nah, I want this. Did we equip this? Oh, that's weird. Interesting. Never had that before. Is that new? Oh, there's still guilds going around here. Cool. Yeah, I need a transport. Oh, it's here, I think. Or is it? Nah. No. We have to walk. I don't like walking. Okay, let's return to Lord Vash then. Which way is shorter though? This one. Oh, we are already sprinting. So slow. At least we get a lot of free experience boosts. Heroic.
Ready for
Tempest
departure.
Speeder. Yes.
Enjoy your stay.
Let's go to the heart of the Empire. Yeah, maybe the Star Wars characters need just more than one superficial motivation. Maybe they need some 2 or 3 different underlying themes in there. Like, yeah, I know I want to save the planet, but on the other hand, I gotta find my mother, and then I have that other problem. You know what I mean? Like, more things going on, I guess. So that the characters aren't that flat. And never be like fully evil, 100% evil or 100% good. I have to be torn a little. Like normal humans are, right? What's this? Galaxy map. Okay. Cis Sanctum. Like this would be a new site. I mean, it's not beautiful, but still, if you would show like Dromund cars, like that atmosphere, that would be cool in a movie, I think. Lord Krass. Oh, she's far away. Yeah. There you go. Hello, milady.
I've recovered the Trandoshan relic.
Then we've both had success in our endeavors. But the Trandoshan bodyguards are only part of Scotia's defense. His greatest weakness is that he's mostly machine. The rogue Sith Lord, Grathan, is holding a cyborg
She's so
expert
eager.
named Dorotsek captive. He has developed a neutralizer for me, the kind that should destroy Scotia's cyborg elements. Find Dorotsek, get him to tell you where the neutralizer is, and then silence him.
Of course, my master.
Grathan's estate is in the jungle. Interrogate the scientist. With any luck, Scotia will soon be out of our way, and then we'll be free to pursue Tulak Horde's lost power as we please.
Ustaiknians an Parana, Rahitis ni Aino.
Yeah, she's a child, in a sense. That's what I meant. She's, oh, this is so much fun. I'm excited. We're getting to kill and torture people. Ooh. Right? That's the sound of her voice. Alright, so we gotta kill someone. Oh, do we get some new
The
stuff?
dark side swells within you.
Yes, something definitely is swelling within
I sense
me.
you will go far.
Okay. Yeah, maybe, you know what also might be the problem? That new directors are a bit afraid of creating something new, because there will be a ton of backlash if they do that wrong. We're wrong here. Yeah, a lot of butthurt Star Wars fans. Yeah, that might. There's so much responsibility with when it comes with Star Wars, so that might have held a lot of the creators back, like from going wild. That would be needed, though. I think, like, yeah. And there's the long shadow of George Lucas, and yeah, you're trying to impress
Ready for
so many
departure.
people and trying to make it right for so many people.
Enjoy your stay.
Sometimes this display doesn't really work like it should be. The mission might be like totally somewhere else. So the whole thing is pretty intimidating, I guess. But yeah, well, you have to have a story to tell, right? It's not just about making money. I mean, in a sense, your own story. I knew it. We're not at the right spot here. Good thing we already discovered
Destination.
the next station.
Enjoy your stay.
Because we got lost. Dorotsek's chambers. Okay. But we're going to do this not now, but next time. So I'm going to take a break here. It was fun. Thanks for watching. I babbled a lot. That's always fun for me. Don't know if it is fun for you, but I like talking to people. I don't like listening as much as I like talking. I guess that's not the best combination, right? But yeah, that's the way I am. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.